Wow, the Oscar nominations have been announced for the Best Animated Feature, and Frozen 2 got snubbed! That's hilarious. The Oscars to me, and probably to most of you watching this video, it's become a bit of a joke. Animated movies are compared to each other instead of to regular cinema. There's still a stigma toward animation that it should, for some reason, forever be segregated from regular cinema, and quite rightly so. Why? Because animation is anything but regular. All the more reason why the Oscars need to break the regularity of always giving the Oscar to a Disney film. Not that any film doesn't deserve an Oscar nomination in some form, but to nominate a film purely because it fits a certain category is just plain wrong. DreamWorks' Boss Baby being nominated alongside films like Loving Vincent or Breadwinner, for instance, what a bloody joke. To me, animation more than deserves an equal playing field, as it is simply another way to tell a story. It can be any genre, and it can connect to all audiences regardless of age. It shouldn't be treated as a separate genre. What if the award was split into two categories? One category for animation that's for children, and the other for adults. It's not completely shaking the dust off the closed-minded idea of animation just being for kids or anything, but it's a step in the right direction, kind of. Instead of talking about the nominations and box office tallies like baseball scores, let's actually celebrate what makes this year's nominations stand out. This year's nominations seem to be the most varied and eclectic list, having 2 2D animated movies, 2 CGI movies, and a stop-motion film, each from different studios. The 2D animated movies, Klaus and I Lost My Body, were streamed on Netflix. Films like these have to fight against the odds to exist at all. Netflix brings wide exposure, wide distribution, and enormous marketing capacity. Traditional theatrical distribution just can't provide that, especially not to films from small studios. Another thing that Netflix looks for is originality. It gives independent filmmakers a home and, more importantly, creative freedom. With Disney and DreamWorks forking out sequel after sequel and remake after remake, independent and original films are squeezing past them as they cling to their curb appeal but lose their originality. True, advancements in the medium do work in their favour of films, say like Frozen 2, which hilariously enough was snubbed for an Oscar nomination for Best Animated Film, but 2 films from the giants of the animation industry that were nominated for an Oscar this year were sequels. The other 3 films are original and aren't CGI either. Are we seeing a shift here? Are independent studios and independent filmmakers finally getting the recognition they deserve? Who knows? I for one can't wait to see which film wins the Oscar. I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative.